Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today we're going to talk about why do men cheat? Why do men cheat? This is an age-old question. Everybody wants to know this. Okay, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to all of the new viewers. And welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you so very, very much. And I thank you for your comments. I read them every evening, and they're really exciting just to hear what you think about these messages. And I thank you for your letters. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions, okay? And those of you who have questions, at the end of this video, I will show you a link where you can send in your questions, okay? And those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. Just go to the description, and at the end, you'll see a link. Online store. Click on the link, and there you are. Okay? So now, let's dig into this message. Why do men cheat? Well, number one, I believe they cheat because they're not mature. Once a man is mature and he understands what he has, he wouldn't want to risk it by cheating and lose it, you see. But if a man is still a grown boy, is what I call him, a grown boy, many of them will cheat because they don't feel secure within themselves. And you understand? Many of them don't love themselves. They don't value themselves either. And that's why they don't love or value you. Because, see, everything comes from within. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that's why you'll see men will cheat on women that are wonderful to them. Beautiful women. Women that support them all the way through. And they still cheat. Now, another reason that I believe men cheat, because women make it so easy. Women make it so easy for men to cheat. Now, many men will go out and meet other women just like they're single. And they will start up other relationships with other women, knowing that they have a woman at home waiting for them, and they're going off with somebody else. You see, these men don't have direction in their lives, and they don't have that value, because if they valued themselves, they would not spread themselves around like that. It's the same thing like with a woman. If you value yourself, you're not going to be out here just being with any and everybody. It's the same thing with these men. And when I say that women make it too easy, because women are not practicing celibacy, so the man know that he can just slip off and be with somebody else. And many times the men will approach other women as if they were single, and that's how they get these women involved. But that's why I tell you, women, stop sleeping with these men. Period. Stop sleeping with them. Many of you get caught up in these three-way situationships because you don't take your time. When you meet someone new, take your time to get to know them. You understand? You want to know if they have integrity, if they are honest, if they are mature. You see? Now, these grown boys are everywhere. And you be careful with them, because in today's society, not only are some of these men cheating with other women, they're also cheating with each other. All right? It's it's running rampant today. You got to be so careful. If your man is not showing you affection, 9 times out of 10, he's showing it to somebody, whether it's a man or a woman. He's showing it to somebody if he's not showing it to you. Okay? That's one sign you can tell. If he comes in and he's not paying you much attention, he's preoccupied in his phone all the time, that's another sign. He's secretive with that phone. He goes to sleep with it up on his chest, taped to his chest at night. And if that phone rings and he's out of the room, he'll break his neck trying to get to that phone quick. Understand? He's cheating. I remember I was dating this fella, and when he was not in my presence, he would tell me that he's got a meeting or whatever. He would cut his phone off. So if I tried to call him, it would go straight to voicemail. And then he wouldn't answer till a couple of hours later. That's a sign the man's cheating. The man is cheating if they do that. You understand? If you are in a committed relationship with somebody, and they have a way of disappearing on you, you can't reach them by phone for a few hours, and they just act like, they were just out somewhere. You understand? Everything's kind of vague. That person could be cheating on you. Now, another way that you can tell about cheating is your gut. If you are in a relationship with somebody, your gut, your own intuition will tell you that they are cheating. Long before you even see it or whatever, they're cheating. Now, there are people out here, that they're cheating with, that get kind of bold because of the lies that they've told the other person, that the other person wanting to figure out why you still sticking around. So some of them are so bold, they'll call you up on the phone and tell you all about what your man is doing with them. Ladies, if you're caught up in that kind of thing, you don't need to be. That's a web that cheaters weave. Because some cheaters just like the excitement going on. You see? A cheater, I believe a cheater is a cheater is a cheater. That's what I believe. Now, I know people can change. And with time, maybe the cheater will realize that, I want something serious now. I want to settle down. I don't want to do this anymore. That's maturity. So, if you're fortunate enough to be in a relationship with a person like that, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But it's so many men who will cheat, even if they're in a marriage that seems like it's a happy marriage. It may seem like it's a happy marriage to other people, but the man may cheat. And this video is about the man cheating. I'm not talking about, I know women cheat too, but in this video I am not concentrating on the women. I'm talking about the men. Why do men cheat? Because I believe more men cheat than women. I believe that. Because see, men are are natural hunters. Their motivation is that sex drive. And unless they are grown up, they get bored easy. They want excitement. They want variety. And because they want these things, the very least little disagreement that you have with your mate, whoever he might be, now he wants to run off and cheat and say, oh, well, we were broken up at the time. No, no. If you have not closed the relationship, then it's still open. Then, and you go out with somebody else, that's cheating. That is cheating. And I believe if a man still has the desire to be with several different women or whatever, he should not engage in a relationship and then want to call it a serious committed relationship, knowing that he's not settled down yet. You see, it's not fair to the women for you to do that. But women, I want you to protect yourself. And if you are with a mate that has cheated on you, I don't care what he tell you, unless something has happened to make him transform, he will probably cheat again. The first sign of any kind of trouble or disturbance or challenge in your relationship, now he wants to run off and cheat. Now some men, they don't even need that to cheat. It's just that they want variety. They want variety. But they want you to stay home to do whatever you do. You know, take care of the home. Make sure that when they finish cheating, they got a home to come back to. So they want you to be right there while they go out and do whatever they do. And then come back and see you later. It's a lot of situations like that. A lot of situations. Now, if you happen to be with a narcissist, you can just about guarantee he's cheating. And not only women could he be cheating with, but he could also be cheating with men. Okay? You need to be aware and careful of that. And many women who are stuck with these narcissists is because the narcissist is the breadwinner. The narcissist is the one that's making the income, and the women are submissive to that. They can't really say anything. And there's some women, after a while, they don't care. As long as he's paying the bills, you don't care what he does. You understand? But you should care, because that's why a lot of women are coming up with all of these STDs, because the men are not even protecting themselves when they go out and do these things. And then they bring it home to their wives. That shows right there that they don't love you, because if they really loved and cared about you, they will protect you. You see, that's part of the love. Protect you. But if a man is out cheating, not using any protection, and then bringing those diseases home to you, that's not love. I can tell you that. That's not love. And you don't need to be in a situation like that thinking that you have something when you don't. And if you are with a serial cheater, you know, I got a letter from a young lady, and she had forgiven her boyfriend a number of times. He keeps cheating. And I guess she finds out, I don't know if the women call her up on the phone and tell her, or she sees him, or whatever the situation is. But she keeps taking him back. Why? Why are you doing that? When you do that, you are actually disrespecting yourself. You understand? But I do understand one thing here. Sometimes people can find themselves in a vulnerable situation and something could happen with the opposite sex. Something could happen. You didn't mean for it to happen. You just got swept away with your emotions, and you realize that you made a big mistake, and you want to make amends because you don't want to lose what you have because of it. So you go back to your spouse, and you may come clean, or maybe the spouse found out or whatever, and you make amends. You promise that you will never do this again. It was a terrible mistake and all of that. Okay. I would, if this has never happened, I've been with this fella for a long, long time, and he's been good to me, and he made a mistake like this, and he came clean. Not that I found out, but he came clean and told me this. I may be inclined to forgive. I may be inclined to forgive, but I may put him on a little punishment for a while. But I may be inclined to forgive if it came down to that. But if he just snuck off and did these things behind my back, whispering on the phone to somebody, sneaking off, cutting his phone off, I couldn't get him, and all this kind of mess, I would never forgive that. That's out. That's out. And if a man is treating you like this, you don't need to be with him anyway. You deserve better, and you must demand to be treated better. Do not just accept whatever a man dishes out to you because you like having him around. Don't do it, because this man will just drag you behind him. You'll never come to if a man is used to mistreating you and you've taken it, what makes you think that one day he's going to change and just decide to treat you better? Why should he? Why should he? If you have already taken him at his worst, why should he try to be better for you? What he'll probably do is dump you when he does change and want to be a better person and find a different woman than you, because you already accepted the trash, and maybe he didn't want trash anymore. He wants to build his life and be a better person. So he might not look at you that way because you didn't have any standards or boundaries. You let him do whatever he wanted to do with you. You see? And so he may not look back at you when he's ready to really commit to someone. Ladies, be careful about what you accept. All right? Because what you accept, you're going to get more of it. And I always tell you that. Okay? Now, I did pull a little video on this topic. So let's look at the video, and then we're going to read some letters, okay? All right, here we go.
Okay, so there's 2 reasons why guys cheat, and I'm going to explain it right now. Number 1 is that man is so insecure, so he has to cheat to make himself feel better. Now, if you noticed, a lot of the time his girlfriend might be beautiful, and he'll cheat with somebody that doesn't even look as good as her. And the reason number 2 is guys simply get tired of what they have. They can have the most precious and best thing in front of them. They'll get tired of it. They'll want something else. And that's the sad truth. But let me tell you one thing. The men that truly love their ladies won't cheat.
Okay, now you saw the video and you saw what he said about men cheating, and he gave you 2 reasons why men cheat. All right, and I'm sure men have 1,000 reasons why they cheat, but women, we're not going to accept cheaters at all, because we deserve better, and we are not going to lower ourselves and be with a cheater. Okay? All right. So let's go to the first letter. It's titled Confused. What is he doing? Okay. I have gotten in the habit of only dealing with one man. I'm not sure when I became comfortable with it, but I have. Since a few of my exes has tried to come back, it has opened something up in me. I see I want a companion, but not with any of them. At a point, I thought I was in love with this guy and only wanted sex with him. He and I are not in a relationship because of how we started off. He claims he loves me and wants to be with me, but we don't speak often. He pops up and does things for me and call and check up on me. And we are sexual when I want to. Okay, well, it sounds like you have a sexual relationship, and that's pretty much it. Okay? He doesn't ask for it. I initiate sex. I do not think he is serious, and that's fine, but I'm scared to start dating again. I feel like I'm going to deal with crazy. I should deal with what I got. How do I get over being scared to date? Okay, number one, I think you're mixed up about what dating is. And I want to explain this over and over to you again. Dating is not about having sex. Having sex is something else. It's not about dating. Dating is getting to know the person. That's why you date, so that you can get to know the person to see if you want to be in a relationship with them. You see, you don't just meet a person, jump in bed with them, and then feel like, oh, we'll get to know each other as we go along. No, that's a mistake. That's a big mistake. And it looks like that's what you're doing here. Confusing dating with sex. And it looks like to me that that's all you have. Now, if you desire to have a real relationship, my advice to you is to close your legs. Okay? You understand? If you want a relationship, stop having sex with everybody you meet. Now, I know that probably sounded a little harsh, but I'm going to tell you the truth. That's the only way I know how to tell you the truth. If you want something real and lasting, you need to close your legs. Next time you meet somebody, you get to know them first for a while. I always tell people wait at least a year. I know people I don't want to wait that long. That's a long time. But by that time, you should know this person if you are still dating. You see, the person has to be consistent. You still go out, have fun together, do things together, but you're just not having sex. You see? Hold off on the sexual experience until you know that the man really cares about you. And it's not about what he says either. Because a man will pop and say he loves you just to have sex with you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's their favorite word. They think that's the open sesame word. I love you. And it has worked on so many women so many times, it's shameful to say. Listen, ladies. Men will tell you anything to have sex with you. And you got to know that. You got to believe that. I don't care how sincere he is or he sounds. I don't care if he grovels on his knees and promise that he gonna marry you and he love you and all this kind of stuff. Listen, a man is motivated by two things: sex and food. Those are the two things that he needs in life and that he wants. That's his drive. You understand? So, when you give him sex, you've given him your treasure. You got nothing else. Unless you have resources, and he's looking for that. But initially, if you're a young woman, he's looking for sex from you. Okay? And don't be fooled by that. And it looks like for you, you're just confused. You're just confused about what dating is. Dating is not about having sex with everybody. No. You want to get to know these people long before you think about having sex with them. And during this time, while he's dating you, it's not going to be easy. But during this time, he's really getting to know you and bonding with you, so that when you eventually get into the sexual part of the relationship or situationship or whatever it is, he will know you better. And by that time, he would not be thinking about hitting it and leaving. You understand? He wouldn't be thinking like that. Because by that time, he should care about you. And you should know it. Not guess it. Don't give him sex until you absolutely know that he wants a serious relationship with you. And during that time of dating, talk about monogamy. I know I do. That's one of my standards. I require monogamy. Okay? Just look them right in the eye and tell them that. And if they don't comply with that, move on. He's just not ready. Maybe one day he'll be ready, but he might not be ready now. So, hey, you can still be friends with him. Just don't sleep with him. You understand? You can still be friends, because let me tell you something about being friends. Friends, true friends, can actually turn into lovers and last longer than just people that come together and whatever. You understand? Because you have that friendship bond with your mate, and that is so very important. And I say that's what you want. That's what you need, to be mated with your best friend, a person that you can trust, a person that you know has your back, a person that won't cheat on you, won't steal from you, and won't abuse you. That's what you want. You understand? So I hope that you understand my advice on that one. Is just that I think you're confused about what dating is. Okay? All right. Let's go to another letter. I'm dating a mama's boy. Okay. I am a 26-year-old woman who is dating a 27-year-old that lives at home. Okay. It did not bother me at first because I live at home, and the rent in the city we live in is not cheap. That's right, because I talked about that in another video. A lot of people are living at home because the rentals are ridiculous these days. For 3 years, I always talked about getting our own place, but he would brush it off. Well, tell you the truth, I'm kind of glad that he saved you from that disaster. Why would you want to move in together? For what? Just because you're dating, you feel like you want to move in? That would be a mistake. This year, he finally got his own spot, but due to his credit, he needed his mom to co-sign. I offered to put my name on the lease, but he would not let me. You know what? It sounds like this man's got more sense than maybe you do. Okay, I don't know why you feel like you want to tie this man down or be tied down to him. Okay? He gave both of us a spare key on the spot, you and his mother. And she randomly pops up whenever she wants to. Well, that's why he gave her the key. So she could come over whenever she wanted to. Okay? It is his house, right? And he can do whatever he wants to in his place. She cleans the apartment, cooks for him, and even does his laundry. I think he's got it pretty good. I I, I think this man's got it pretty good. If his mother's coming over there taking care of him, cleaning the apartment. When you come to the apartment, everything should be clean. One day while we were having relations, she popped up and was cleaning the kitchen. Yeah, well, so what? Did she bust in the bedroom and tell you to get out? As long as she did not interfere. She knows he have you over there. You understand? She is not trying to embarrass you. She is just trying to take care of her son like she always has. And I do not have a problem with the mama doing that. Now, if the son had a problem with her doing that, he would have to tell his mom, okay, mom, I got it. I don't need for you to come over anymore. And she probably would stop. I'm sure his mother is not forcing this on this man. She's not forcing it. He loves it. Okay, let's see what else. He still needs his mom's help with his doctor's information and has her name on the car insurance and car that he drives. So what? So what? I guess you're going to tell me what you're getting at down here. Okay? I understand due to his credit score, he can't get certain things in his name. We argue all the time about him being more independent and being more responsible. I feel as though I am dating her as well. What should I do? Okay. If this situation is not acceptable to you, then you need to move on. That's what I say. Because the more that you argue with him about his mother, it's only going to drive a wedge between you and him. He's not going to take your side against his mother. No. In his eyes, he loves what his mother's doing for him. And he's happy. You understand? What are you going to do? If the mother doesn't come, are you going to clean, cook, do his laundry or whatever needs to be done? Are you going to take up the slack? Because if you're not, you need to close your mouth. And if what this man is doing or being is not pleasing to you, you need to leave the situation and wait until a better situation comes along. You understand? It doesn't make sense for you to sit up here and argue with this man about his situation when he's happy with his situation. You understand? You're not his wife. You're just a date. You're just a date. Now, maybe you have a problem because you want to be able to come over to his place and do as you like and whatever. You don't feel like you can do that because his mother is there. Well, hey, because his mother is there, you just need to be more respectful when she's there. But my advice to you with this situation, if you care for this man and you want to stay with this man, your best bet is to be very nice to his mother. When she comes over there, you make sure you greet her. Hi, Mrs. So-and-so. You know, how are you doing? Be very nice to this woman because she's not going anywhere. And you do not want her to put the thumbs down on you. Believe me, listen, I have sons and they bring women around that Not quite right? I'll be quick to give the thumbs down. The thumbs down. You don't want this to happen to you. Be nice to his mother. Only have good things to say about his mother, especially to him or anybody else. You don't want any word to get back that you got a problem with his mother. If this situation again is not to your liking, leave it. Leave it. And wait until a better situation comes along. That's what I'm telling you. It's free will. It's free will. Don't go into a situation thinking you're going to change it. You're going to change it. I think that's a mistake that a lot of us women make. We will get involved with a man and think that we can make the man what we want him to be. We feel like, he's a shell, but with my working and molding, I can get him right where I want him. Mold him to be the type of man that I desire. No. If this man is not what you want, or these circumstances do not suit you, my advice to you is to move on. Okay? I hope that helps, and I hope that you understand this message. Why do men cheat? And there are a number of reasons why they cheat, but let me tell you, if women were not so free with their bodies, men wouldn't have any place to cheat. They couldn't cheat if women would close their legs. But this is it. If you are with a cheater, and he's been cheating and never stopped cheating, you need to walk away. Because he's never going to change. He's already disrespecting you. He's already showing you that he doesn't love you. And he doesn't value you because he doesn't care what you think. If he's out here cheating on you and then trying to be sneaky about it. You understand? Let these people go. And it shows that you care about yourself. That you are not willing to settle for anything that somebody wants to dish out. Just anything. Okay? Now, I'm going to end it here. But I saw a real short video I want you to look at. And this is a homeless man who's getting ready to get married. And I'm going to show this video and then I'm going to end it here. Okay? Because I think that this one is hilarious. Okay, here we go. Watch this.
At 6 p.m. And I'm asking y'all if y'all will come through with some gifts or any kind of cash app donation so I can buy the woman that I'm getting ready to marry a ring.
Okay. Did you see that? I think that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Now, I saw this man before on a video where he was on the way to marry somebody, and I guess the person decided that they didn't want to marry him, and then he was out there stranded somewhere. This man doesn't even have money to even be on the road. So now I guess the person that originally said they wasn't going to marry him, maybe they said, okay, come on, I'll marry you. But now he needs money for a ring. Listen, ladies, now don't be this desperate to marry anybody, please. Okay, now I thought I would end the video today with just a chuckle, and I think that was a chuckle. So here we go. For those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here it is. Here's the link. Send your questions to MissFaye'sWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFaye'sWorld@hotmail.com. And I will either answer your letter on the air, as I have done today, or I will answer it through the email. Now, if you prefer me answer it through the email, at the top of your letter, just say, please respond, through email. Okay, and this way I will comply. All right, don't just put email at the top because that doesn't mean anything to me. Say it. Please respond through the email, and I will certainly do that for you. Now try to keep your letters to one page, and try to keep it in a 12-point font. Okay, I'm older, and I can't read that little writing, so just be kind, and just summarize your situation and ask the question. Okay, and I would look forward to getting your letters. I really enjoy reading them, and I hope that I'm able to help someone through these messages. Now, thank you again for your comments. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate it so much. It just really helps the channel to grow. Okay, I wish you all well. I wish you happiness, and I hope to see you next time.